I was in the garden this morning. I harvested 2 giant bowls worth of tomatoes, cucumbers, kajari melon, there's green beans, all of that. And now I came in because honestly it was getting hot and I have 3 kids. So, well, no, I have 8 kids, but I have 3 kids who live at home. So I handed them a bowl and said, go finish doing all the tomatoes because there are hundreds of them. But I figured if we're gonna process, let's do it all at the same time. My goal is to get them washed and stemmed and get them scored and put into freezer bags and stuck in my freezer so I can process them at a time when it is not so hot and the air conditioning doesn't have to work quite so hard to keep my house cool because it's supposed, they're saying 100 by noon today. That's nasty. Yeah, that's real nasty. I don't like it. I'm ready for fall. I'm just gonna say it, I'm putting it out there. I'm ready to wear pants and sweaters and boots. I am. You know you are too. You know you are too. So school's getting ready to start in about a week. 2 weeks. I have to go back to work in about a week. And they made a switch from desks to tables in my room. Mostly because, well, I've been asking for it and, you know, they've been slowly switching teachers over. However, with Corona, everybody knows that there's been some big changes. I have a gigantic class this year for the size of my classroom. And I know some of you may be like, oh, you know, my kid's in a bigger class or whatever. But my classroom is not that big and they have given me 25 students. So I currently have the largest class list in our school. And probably more kids will show up than just that. And so since they switched me to tables, I needed some kind of cubbies for students to be able to put their personal items in. A place for them to hold their, you know, pencil box or water bottle or whatever that's not always just sitting on their table. And I thought about doing different things. I thought about getting like milk crates and doing that. One of my kids suggested that because that's what they did in his class years ago. And I thought, you know, depending on the students, that could be great, or it could be a huge mess with crates being all over the place and other kids touching them and all of this. And I thought, you know, my husband is amazing and can build just about anything. And so I told him what I wanted as far as building me some cubbies. And so that is what's happening. He's got all the pieces cut and today they're going to be painted and then get put together. So he's got pieces cut. Here's a few of them. He's getting ready to start painting. He's gonna round off the edges so we don't have any sharp edges, which will be nice for me and the kids. Here's some proof that in the ugliest areas of our yard, beauty can happen. This is behind our trash can, behind our propane tank, where we've got this, you're gonna see, it's just trash, it's junk, it's stuff that's been piled back here. There's an old tarp and I don't know, some tires and, you know, one more spot that hasn't been cleaned up. And I've never before seen these flowers, and lo and behold, the year of Corona, they pop. Look at that. These things are beautiful. These are literally right here at the trash can. With all the junk. We don't even own the truck that thing goes to anymore. Why is that still there? I don't know. It's probably become a home for wayward animals. There's probably an armadillo living in there. And yet, beautiful flowers. So the kinds of things one of our dogs does is he goes out and he digs in the wood pile and he brings it up here, chews it apart, and then leaves it for one of us to clean up. He also ate part of my deck, but you know, I don't even know. I don't know what to say about that. He did it. He did it. Ollie, I'm calling you out right now. I just wanted to mention that last week was literally probably the most perfect weather week in the world. We had highs in the low 70s, no humidity. It was amazing. It made me feel like the very beginnings of fall had arrived, even though it was like late July, beginning of August. Today, it's not even noon. And I am standing out here in what feels like a swamp. The air is so thick, I feel like you should be able to see it. When you try and take a deep breath, it feels like you're drinking it. And it's like 90 something degrees, and it's not even noon. It's August. It's August. Kids love their ice cream. I don't eat ice cream. I don't like it. I'm lactose intolerant and I just don't like it. I think it tastes gross. But I just wanted to bring attention to, he asked me to save buckets and he's actually gonna use them. I'm impressed. Good job, babe. All right, I got recruited to help out a little bit, which I am perfectly okay doing. We're looking at that gray color right there. There's the culprit of the wood-eating, wood-leaving monstrosity who calls himself Ollie. There he is. Aren't you just a handsome boy? Aren't you a handsome boy, Ollie Ollie? Aren't you? Come on. He says, no, there's loud noises happening over there and I'm scared. Ow, ow. Are you as excited as I am? Because I'm super excited.
Hey babe, should I pull the cars back?
What did Dad?
So I'm super excited because this is going to give my students a place to put their stuff, and it's going to mean that I can handle being in my room because I don't like clutter. And when I tried to put 25 desks in my room, it was impossible. I had kids sitting in the closet, for real, sitting in the closet. And I went home And I'm not gonna lie, I cried that day. Because I thought, if I felt that miserable being in that room for that short amount of time, what are these students gonna feel? And am I gonna be able to handle being in there every day? And I didn't think I could. So this is a godsend. What you doing now? Okay, we had a kajari melon that started to turn orange and then it came off of the vine all on its own, which they will do sometimes if they are ripe and ready. And so we brought it in, cut it up, and we are gonna do a taste test. Okay, give it a taste. What do you think? Is it really good? What does it taste like to you?
Honeydew with a little bit more something.
Honeydew mixed with cantaloupe.
Yeah.
Honeydew mixed with the cantaloupe.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's exactly what it tastes like. Honeydew mixed with the cantaloupe. I think this one may have been just a little overripe.